breeding animals and stuff like that. And that not only did not go well, but it straight up was a scam. And Logan Paul still has yet to issue restitution to the victims affected. And looking at where NFTs stand now, the consensus based on recent research and studies is that NFTs are dead. And I mean, this is one particular website that I talked about that kind of really broke it down. The essence of it is that 95% of
NFTs are officially dead. 95% of NFTs are estimated to be literally worthless, with pieces from top collections worth $5 to $10. Roughly 25 million people are sat on dead assets thanks to celebrity endorsements. The speculative bubble has popped. I do not want to blame celebrities for this. Some people are so absolutely fucking stupid. They thought this is why NFTs were so appealing, all right? Is because they appeal to the true American dream. To get rich by doing no work, adding no value to anything, and to feel like you deserved it because you're smarter than everybody else. And that's why NFTs were so powerful. Is because they tapped into every lame, boring, mediocre, average guy with nothing going for him and told those guys, you know what? You do deserve to be on a yacht full of, Victoria's Secret models. You do deserve that. You are special. You are going to make it. And that's the lie that they bought into. Every single person that I saw that was really into NFTs is the most painfully boring person I've ever come in contact with. I feel like a loser after reading their profile. They're so painfully boring and bland that it's no surprise that they would get excited about a picture of a monkey. And that's why it was so popular. It had nothing to do with celebrity endorsements. Celebrities were endorsing it because it was popular. Celebrities endorsing it didn't make it popular.
NFTs are estimated to be literally worthless with pieces.
But celebrities suck too, right? I mean, I'm not. Look, I'm not trying to say they don't, but like that's not the main point.
From top collections, mostly worth $5 to $10. Roughly 25 million people are sat on dead assets thanks to celebrity endorsements. The speculative bubble has popped, is how Ryan T. Brown here summarized it. And despite all of the red flags surrounding crypto and NFTs, game companies have tried to shove these in our games, but fortunately the pushback has been so harsh enough that companies so far, or at the present moment, seem to be steering clear from that stuff and are realizing that
anything Web3, by the way, guys, anything Web3 to any extent, you should just immediately shit on it and not accept it in any facility whatsoever. It adds no value to you as a player, and all it does is it gives the company another avenue to control you. Don't give an inch.
This is not going to be their next big gold mine like it was with microtransactions.
Yeah, if you hear Web3, what you're hearing is scam. NFT, scam. Blockchain, scam. Completely against it in all forms. It adds no value to anybody.
But, none of this will benefit
scams.
gaming as companies claim they will. For them, it's all about the dollar signs that they see, the potential profits that they could accrue to please investors, not about making gaming better. Now, not only will NFTs potentially do permanent financial damage, but they may potentially do permanent physical damage if you attend some of their events, as Bored Ape recently hosted an event where they burned off people's skins and eyeballs with UV lights. I wish I were making this up, but this is a real story. So right here we have a tweet from November 5th, 2023 from an NFT bro who tweeted, anybody else's eyes burned from last night woke up at...
This is what happened. Is so the NFT Andes had a convention at Hong Kong. I can't believe this even happened. They had certain lights there that were meant for like growing plants or different types of like science things. And these lights, you're not supposed to look into them because of how powerful the lights are. It's like, imagine like looking at the sun. You ever looked at the sun? Not good, right? And anyway, this happened and people were literally going blind.
3 a.m. with extreme pain and ended up in the ER. I saw a couple of reports, but just trying to figure out if there was a common thread. Last night, referring to Ape Fest 2023, a convention essentially that centered around Bored Ape Yacht Club NFTs. People attended the event, and there were no safety precautions surrounding some of its light effects, which were UV and a lot of people were afflicted by this. Here's some.
I also want to say that this happened in Hong Kong, and the only other instance recorded of this happening in the past was also in Hong Kong. So I actually don't think this is something that's intrinsic to NFT people being losers or stupid. I think it's just something that has to do with the way they organize events there, or the people that are organizing events there being irresponsible. I don't think this actually has anything to do primarily with NFTs. The visionaries, or at least former visionaries now.
How do you tell the hardest working pants apart from the rest?
Oh god, that's savage. Oh jeez. Oh jeez. Former visionaries.
Responding to that tweet who experienced something similar. I promise it was really bad, so I had to go to the hospital.
Wow.
After they cleaned my eyes and gave me medicine, I'm feeling a little better now. And for the original poster, apparently blurry vision persisted. Doc says to pop into the hospital tomorrow if any blurry vision still persists. And congrats on the new way. Please protect it well. Somehow they still have a positive attitude about all of this despite potential permanent damage to their vision. Here's another response from Crypto June. I woke up at 4 and couldn't see anymore. Had so much pain and my whole skin is burned. Needed to go to the hospital. The doctor told me the UV of the lighting of the stage did it. It has the same effect as sunlight, UV light.
Yeah, these are lights that are used to like grow plants, right? For tanning as well? Yeah, true.
Still cannot.
And like, you know, like in those tanning beds, you have to wear the goggles.
See normally. Here's a better breakdown from news outlet The Verge, who published the following article titled Bored Ape NFT Event Attendees Report Severe Eye Burn Caused by Unprotected Exposure to UV Lights During Ape Fest 2023. Several people reported experiencing eye pain, vision problems, and sunburned skin on Sunday after attending Ape Fest. And there are a bunch of tweets that have been archived speaking to that effect. Here is Yuga Labs' response, Yuga Labs being the company behind Bored Ape Yacht Club. Spokesperson Emily Kidd said this in a statement to The Verge: "We are actively reaching out and in touch with those affected to better understand the root cause." There's no better understanding the cause. It's UV lights. This is, you know, pretty basic stuff. Based on our...
I am not ready to say that Yuga Labs is like totally, like, Yuga Labs is responsible for it. They're the ones that do Bored Apes, and it's their event and they hold accountability. But whenever you hire, like, they didn't set this event up, right? Like, they obviously hired a third party to set this event up, and the third party is the venue. Yeah, it's the venue people. Those are the ones that fucked up. Those people fucked up, not Yuga Labs. And Yuga Labs just bears the responsibility, but the true fault lies with the event organizers. It's kind of like a good parallel to this is the Twitch event whenever that lady, what was her name? Adriana Chenik, she tried to jump into the ball pit and she broke her back or something like that. Obviously, it's a TwitchCon event, so Twitch is responsible for it, but Twitch didn't set up that ball pit. They didn't do that. It was the event organizers and their negligence. You know her name? Yeah, of course. She's a streamer. Of course, yeah.
Estimates, the 15 people we have been in direct communication with so far represent less than 1% of the approximately 2,250 event attendees and staff at our Saturday night event. I love that their way of doing damage control is by bringing out a percentage. Well, it was less than 1%, so trust us, the damage wasn't that bad, but it potentially could have been. There shouldn't be a single person who should have been afflicted with the possibility of loss of vision. And not to mention, this is...
Yeah, this was massively irresponsible for them, and I think it was just a huge fuck up.
15 people that they know of. There might be more. Regardless, it's still enough people afflicted by this that the attendees were in a dangerous situation where their skin could have been damaged and their eyes could have been potentially permanently crippled. Some people do seem to be recovering, but others seem to be experiencing vision difficulties,
spectrum.
even, you know, after seeking some treatment. So who knows how this will pan out. Even if one person has permanent vision damage from your event, that's a huge deal. That's potentially somebody's life you might have upended. Saying that it was less than 1%, it was only 15 people, is entirely dismissing 15 people who might have potentially been or were actually severely injured. Now, here's another.
Yeah, it's probably not good messaging to talk about how many people didn't get affected. Because, like, it was still, like... I mean, I just think they should have thrown the event organizers under the bus. They should have been like, yeah, we paid them to do the event, and they thought they were going to do these lights, and, you know, it's like, we're really sorry, you know, and that's it, right? Because it's not really great PR for them. The lights are medical-grade UV lights, were used for fucking disinfecting shit. Well, they're disinfecting people's eyes.
Crypto bro Adrian, who tweeted about this whole situation, who kind of broke things down by tweeting, posting that in hope that my friends suffering the same issue realize they need medical attention ASAP. This is someone who also was afflicted with vision problems following the UV light situation at this event.
Look at this guy's bio. Free 7-day trade camp. Stop getting wrecked with confident trade guidance. Trade group for joiners. You guaranteed there's money involved with this. Jesus Christ. It's just so sad.
But for some reason, this individual still thanks Yuga Labs and Bored Ape Yacht Club for a great Ape Fest, incredible event, and met plenty of amazing people. Still, as dozens of others, I've almost lost sight this night. Just say it. Can you be still kissing the ring of this company who were so neglectful?
Because they're bought into the dogma and they're completely and literally invested into it. And the idea, he probably has Bored Apes, so he doesn't want to shit on it because it would lower the perspective value of his pictures.
As to put people in peril in this way. I'm being taken care of by doctors now and have only good intentions.
There's no principle or logic to this at all. It's just all self-serving actions.
Writing this post to all my friends who suffer now, go get your eyes checked. You've likely, most literally, got your eyes burnt with UV like I did.
For it to happen to NFT bros, it literally is blind leading the blind now. Jesus, man. Jesus.
Which requires medications, eye drops, eye protection, antibiotics, and specialist care. Don't ignore this health hazard. Without a proper treatment, it may cause long-lasting vision impairment and other serious damage. To the organizers, for the communication and awareness reasons, it would be fair to put together an official statement with recommendations on what to do. How is this guy not outraged? How is he being so polite about this when...
Because he's financially invested, so it's in his best interest to pretend like he's part of the clique. The thing is with a lot of, and this is how a lot of cults work, is that you can never go directly against the cult, and you can't go against the groupthink. So he can only push back on it so much, because if he actually starts criticizing the Bored Apes, then he's going to lose the... And also keep in mind, the stupidest people are the ones that are the most susceptible to, like, dogmatic thinking. And those are the people that are going to be buying his 7-day free workshop, right? So you don't want to alienate stupid people, because those are the people that give you money. You never go against the cult, never go against the established thinking.
Attendees have every right to be outraged by the potential dangers that they were exposed to, and for some, the dangers that they were exposed to that did leave scars. As dozens of people you care about were exposed to serious health hazards and lots of suffering, you're a good guy. You're a good guy, so it should be easy for you to recognize the seriousness of it. I don't know, man. That feels like a very slap-in-the-wrist way of saying things when this feels like it warrants like a full investigation. And then here's an update from Adrian, who tweeted, so far 30 hours since woke up with severe eye burn. I've visited emergency hospital and eye clinic and spent there a total of 6 hours. Got diagnosed with photokeratitis over both eyes, accident-related, with prescribed steroid eye drops and eye lubricants. My vision was tested as close to perfect with no serious cornea damage, luckily. Now, this individual lucked out, but there might be others who weren't so lucky, who might have suffered permanent damage, or who might...
Well, it could, like, I don't understand the way eyes work, but what I bet is that some of this damage is probably, like, Like, let's say you're sailing from like, the U.S. to Britain, right? And you're off by like 1 degree. Well, you can end up in a whole other country, right? By the time you get over to the other side of the ocean. So, like, I think it maybe like this could fuck up the trajectory of somebody's eyes in the long term, and like the effects wouldn't be present, until like years and years in the past. Yeah, they age their eyes, right? So I'm not a doctor. I don't understand this, but.
Not know why their eyes are burning all of a sudden and might not seek treatment as immediately as they should. That might result in long-term lasting effects. So many of my friends are still unaware, as he says here. They must seek medical help to make sure they end up with no damage as well. Please go get your eyes checked immediately. We have most likely been exposed to experience similar to Mount Everest climbers, snow blindness, basically a result of sunlight and that sunlight getting reflected and all these things. All medical costs rounded up to $380 for me. Some friends called in.
Jesus. That's more than a bored ape.
Ambulance for themselves. Still, altogether, it's not expensive. Please go get your eyes checked. Oh, HKD stands for Hong Kong dollars, Hong Kong being where this Bored Ape Yacht Club event took place. Thankfully, this all occurred somewhere where medical bills aren't through the roof, like here in America. I should be fine since my family are doctors and they knew what to do, though many are ignoring the seriousness of the issue still and don't have the benefit of having doctors in their family. Please don't wait until it's too late. I don't know how many people this is honestly going to reach. No hate towards the organizers. How? I mean, you should be.
I think that you like the organizers are the ones that fucked up. I can say no hate to Yuga Labs because they just simply hired an organizer in a country that was, didn't take it very seriously and they just fucked up. I can say, yeah, it's not really their fault. But the organizers, it's definitely their fault.
Absolutely outraged at this, in my opinion. Like, if I were exposed to the possibility of losing my vision, I'd be freaking livid. I doubt it was on purpose, and shit like that at times happens almost randomly. That doesn't matter if it wasn't on purpose. Like, they should have made sure that public safety was one of the #1 things at any event like this. This isn't just something that happens randomly. This is what happens when you're careless, and it's carelessness that can do potentially permanent damage to thousands of attendees. So far, it looks like it was potentially a dozen or two people, but who knows what the true damage is. I mean, talk about the patience of the gods to not castigate an organization for not doing their due diligence to ensure that UV lights don't burn people's skins and eyes. He continues, however...
I can't believe the organizers. Like, I think they should definitely sue the organizers that put this event together. They should 100% sue them.
I'm planning to push until official statements by Bored Ape Yacht Club Yuga Labs are released. For awareness purposes, literally my friends need medical help without realizing they do. Yeah, it's a pretty dire situation. It's not for me, it's for them. So, at least he's trying to put the message out there, but you can see that, it got a decent amount of views. So hopefully, with reports like The Verge is out there that this might be a situation. Hopefully it's a headline that will reach people who are wondering, why is my vision failing me? What's wrong with my eyes? Or why is my skin feeling like it's burned off? And they can seek medical help ASAP. Yeah. Now, while some somehow have the patience of the gods to be gracious about all of this, there are others already thinking about...
Bored Ape NFT holder threatens legal action. Thank God. Thank fucking God. Maybe somebody is actually going to do something about this. This is insane. How did the organizers put the lights up without getting blind? Well, because they probably put them up facing away from them.
Taking legal action, as this headline here from decrypt.co states, Bored Ape NFT holder threatens legal action over Ape Fest eye injuries. The CEO of Artfi, Asif Kamal, is one of the several Ape Fest attendees who experienced eye pain after the festival. So there are further details down here. This individual, founder and CEO of art technology company Artfi, told Decrypt that his company has put Bored Ape Yacht Club maker Yuga Labs on legal notice after sustaining an eye infection and facial burns last week in Hong Kong at Ape Fest.
Wait, so it didn't even burn his eyes? It burned his face too? Holy shit.
Straight up says right here that this is the first step toward suing them. I felt helpless, he said. I felt blind for hours and I felt vulnerable. Kamal also publicly blasted. He said, I felt
much less than 1%. Oh, yeah.
Blind for hours and I felt vulnerable. Kamal also publicly blasted Yuga Labs and Bored Ape Yacht Club on Twitter, stating that let's create change together. I'm petitioning for enhanced safety measures at public events. The incident in Hong Kong at Yuga Labs Bored Ape Yacht Club Fest was a harsh...
I mean, to be fair, as I said, the only other instance of this happening and it being recorded was also in Hong Kong, and it's only happened one other time before now. So it's not like this happens regularly. This is actually like a pretty unique type of fuck up. Most people aren't this stupid.
Reminder of how precious our safety is. I nearly lost my eyesight, enduring immense pain and anxiety. And as of the publishing of this article and the last statement that Kamal gave to Decrypt.co, Kamal's vision hasn't fully recovered. He states right here that while it is better than the first day, the vision is still not back 100%, adding that his vision is still hazy and it feels like he has small darts in the corner of one eye. Kamal also apparently knows two other attendees who are experiencing similar symptoms, and he concluded by saying that you cannot neglect human safety when the people in your community have supported you to make billions of dollars, adding that it's called Ape Fest, but humans are there. I mean, I think it's ironic that he says that because the whole NFT landscape neglects safety. It's such an unregulated landscape. It's such a wild west that scams are rampant, thefts are rampant, crimes are rampant, and it's an environment that people should not participate in unless they really know what they're doing and really know what they're getting into and are ready to lose a lot of money. But in general, this is just a fad. This is just a hype train that encourages a pyramid scheme from which few will benefit from. But in the case of this whole Ape Fest situation, it is very much in the physical realm where physical harm was done, potentially permanent damage.
Yeah, it's like this is kind of the way that I see it. Like, I get that this sucks, and I like making jokes about it, right? It's like, oh yeah, these people thought they were visionaries. Well, what about now? Or whatever, blind leading the blind. But the truth is, like, these guys, like, they didn't deserve to go blind just because they're into some stupid fad. Like, this is really fucked up, and it's super sad. And I hope that the people that were actually in charge of doing this event, I hope they lose their license to make events like this. Like, this is just a massive risk. It could ruin people's lives, and they should have known better. They absolutely should have known better. And I'm not even blaming Yuga Labs for this. Like, yeah, they should have, maybe they could have done something different, but the truth is, like, they didn't put those lights up. They didn't decide which lights go up. The people that did the event did that. And while Yuga Labs is responsible for the event, it wasn't really them that did it. It's the organizers. And I think that they should sue the organizers 100%. Absolutely.
Some very important organs. Crypto and NFTs have been embarrassing themselves as it is, with more people realizing their true nature, just their predatory nature. Man. And now to see a situation like this where they can't even do basic considerations and basic due diligence for physical human safety, I mean, this is just not a good look. This is all on top of the fact that crypto and NFTs have yet to genuinely contribute something useful to society.
They add no value to anyone. They do nothing. They provide no function that we didn't previously have a way to solve. They don't solve any problems. They are not a resource. They're just worthless. They're worthless garbage.
It is just a place for you to gamble your money away and most likely lose it from opportunists. That's kind of all its purpose is currently. The technology is potentially interesting if applied correctly, but so far it hasn't been applied in a way where this technology feels like it's being put to good use. But maybe times will change later on. For now, though, as far as Bored Ape Yacht Club NFTs are concerned, the negative PR keeps rolling in. This latest situation is embarrassing. And frankly, this company and the way they organize this event...
I'm just so glad people have come to their senses about this stuff. I've had to sit through 2 or 3 years of these morons telling me that I was stupid, and now they're blind. So, who's stupid now?
Absolutely deserves to be investigated, and this company absolutely deserves legal ramifications and lawsuits from...
Little Caesar's stuffed crazy bread is just $3.49.
This is a Modern Warfare 3 promo takeover. Get dual double XP and bonus in-game rewards.
Unlock Modern Warfare.
legends.
With Spectrum and ESPN, you can keep track of all your favorite teams at home or on the go. Spectrum offers you more ways to watch your favorite sports on ESPN, including online and on the Spectrum TV app. Get Spectrum.
Introducing Rod Bud, the ultimate fishing tool. Use the eyelet threader to easily thread your fishing line.
Mornings come to rise. Breakdown. Let it take full control of your mind. We see the fire. We let it burn. We're breaking down. We can't feel love. We feel it coming. We shut our eyes. Let it take full control.
For multiplayer in Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3, we wanted to give the player a new way to experience.
Tell me what you're waiting for. Tell me what you need. You don't have to suffer here alone.
feeling.
Seasons change, but I still feel the same. And I can't go on without you. I need you more with every step I take. I wish just could be.
US Cellular has the amazing new iPhone 15 Pro.
Cut, more feeling. Cue the music.
Fabulosus brevius. Bacchus virgin. Ellipsis neo. Bacchus virgin. Hallucinis tranquilla.
Right in your eyes, pulls me in every time. Gravity must be pulling me tonight. We might just cross the line. We can't step back in time. Rather be, just keep giving me the sign. We won't hide who we are. What's true will shine in the dark. So light it up, keep it going up. Let them think they can keep up with us. Crashing down from the stars. But your love never fell far. So light it up, So light it up, keep it going up. I don't think they can keep up with us.
from folks who were either close to having permanent damage done to their vision or who might be suffering from permanent damage. I guess only time will tell how all of this will play out, but in the meantime, let me know in the comments below what your thoughts and opinions are on AFest 2023 and this whole situation surrounding just a neglect that has led to UV lights doing quite a good amount of severe damage to people's skins and eyeballs. Share your thoughts in the comments below, and to be further updated on all things gaming news, reviews, and discussions, stay tuned right here on Young Yeah. I'll see you guys next time. Young out.
Well, there it is. Holy shit! I'll link you guys the video. That was a good video. I'm glad somebody talked. I was surprised more people didn't talk about this. Never had happened. Yeah, I remember I covered it like the day it did happen, and I was like, this is such a big deal. And I felt like everybody just ignored it. Holy shit. Sad situation? Yeah, it is really sad. It is. Like, like, it's funny to laugh at them to an extent, but I love making bad jokes, right? But the truth is, like, anybody that went there, they didn't deserve to lose their eyesight. They're stupid, they're naive, they believe in bullshit, but they did not deserve to lose their eyesight. And it's fucking sad. Genuinely is. And I hope that they're able to get some type of compensation. I'll link you guys the video. Give it a like. This is a good one.
Pochita.
I'm the type.
And that's why he was able to make such a good AI girlfriend.
What if this Karen 2.0, though, from Banter AI, what if the CEO of Banter AI starts losing their mind as well? Then we got to look into the influence.
Got to look into this Karen.
Driving people
Never
nuts.
heard of her. What's her deal?
Not sure. This was the same AI that, like, 6 months ago, it was supposed to be relatively innocuous, but everyone quickly made it extremely sexual, and she was like, hey, wait, stop, no.
I thought that was Replica.
Well, there's a few going around. This was one such example of an influencer being like, oh, they turned my conversationalist friend bot into a sex object.
I remember that, yeah. Mm-hmm. She's probably happy that, well, she's not, because she's immediately going to make another girlfriend AI.
Well, for her, it's like this one gets buried in the past now and can move on.
Clean slate. Mm-hmm. Anyway, while we're on the topic of AI, we should probably mention some recent YouTube news, since that's the site that we primarily operate on. Mm-hmm. It's all around us.
Yeah.
YouTube. Though we should always remind you whenever we can, you can hear the audio-only version of our show as a podcast wherever you get your podcasts. You just search for Internet Today or Weekly Weird News. That's got its own feed. Mm-hmm. I can't even remember the reasons why, but they made us do it.
Yeah.
Anyways, YouTube is actually being a little proactive when it comes to AI-created videos on its platform. Some would say this is a little too late, but the fact that a company this big is actually doing something about a problem that is only going to get worse is notable.
Yeah.
In the near future, users who create content using artificial intelligence will have to disclose the fact that they used these tools or risk being suspended from the platform. Here's the Associated Press with more.
YouTube is rolling out new rules for AI content, including a requirement that creators reveal whether they've used generative artificial intelligence to make realistic-looking videos. In a blog post Tuesday outlining a number of AI-related policy updates, YouTube said creators that don't disclose whether they've used AI tools to make altered or synthetic videos face penalties, including having their content removed or suspension from the platform's revenue-sharing program. Generative AI has the potential to unlock creativity on YouTube and transform the experience for viewers and creators on our platform. Boo! Jennifer Flannery O'Connor and Emily Moxley, vice presidents of product management, wrote in a blog post. But just as important, these opportunities must be balanced with our responsibility to protect the YouTube community.
With our luck, we'll get suspended for talking about it.
Yeah. Yeah, just like when the pandemic was raging, and it's anytime you mentioned anything about COVID or vaccines, immediately dinged. But it is weird that, like, they're only focusing on, I guess, video dupes, tricking people into believing things by video.
That's just not very good.
Instead of focusing on people using LLMs to just write entire scripts or whatever, which I'm sure is happening already, or just doing it automatically. It's coming up with the script and the graphics and just pumping out garbage.
I've noticed this it's not even that recent. People have been doing this for a long time. It's just gotten way worse. But it's the same thing with when you Google how to anything. The results are now filled with stuff that you get about halfway through and you're like, oh, fuck, I'm reading an AI-generated article.
That's true.
It's definitely happening on YouTube more and more, but like the videos, like you click on it within like 2 seconds, you're like, oh, fuck this, because it's just like an AI-generated like slideshow with like a computer voice. That's like, this is not going to be
even
helpful.
like it's been like, it was a month or two ago where I was reading an article in one of our episodes and was just like, this is written very, very poorly.
Yeah.
So
I think that might have been the Daily Mail though. So
yeah,
it's, could be a human.
Lost in translation.
Yeah.
Those Brits are they're operating on a different level
You
of
can't hear 'em
language
through the